Let's see. Oh, okay, there they are. I want to move over to here for a minute anyway. Probably go outside here in a little bit too. If anybody shows up for a minute. Just doing it from the app right now. I'm just streaming from the app. Oh, let's see what's up. Like I said, I'm feeling tired, kind of. Oh, there's things I need to be probably trying to accomplish. A lot of grounds in that. Probably gonna get a lot of grounds. Yeah. Oh man. Sorry if I was just in a. Ugh. I'll be right with y'all guys. I was oh man. I hope everybody's doing okay. And I am beating on the storage bin right here. If you can see, that's what it is that I'm using right there. It's not the most the best sounding thing, but I kind of like it better than the way a bucket sounds. Or well, the bucket that I have used sometimes. I've got this underneath the tub right now. It makes a little difference. See, like that's a little louder maybe. But I'm trying to use this as like if like if you use it on a drum set. A lot of times, no, not every drummer does, but a lot of times you'll put something in the bass drum, to make it sound, to have it more of a thuddy, deeper tone. But what I learned, when I was younger, someone showed me you could buy weather stripping, and you can put that on the, on your drum heads. Like you can take as much as you need. Like you can start off with a little bit. Like if you're trying to get a certain tone out of the drum head, and you're wanting it to be a little muffled, but not like fully. That stuff works the best at window ceiling thing. Like it's got a sticky back on it. It's kind of a foam. But what I was thinking. But I was going to play for a minute. And then, well, like I said, there is some things I could be doing. I might do some dishes here later. Which, of course, I've done dishes before and talked to you guys when I'm doing a stream, too. And Yesterday was fun. I don't know if anybody. There was a couple people that popped in and chatted when I had lockdown come in. Of course, I started off doing a stream yesterday like this from the YouTube app, not from the StreamYard. Um, Meek's entertainment channel. He's trying to grow his channel. I wish I could put. Anyway, he's been commenting to me. He wants to try to. So I told him today in a comment, maybe we'll get to get. I'll try to get with him. Really, the StreamYard thing is new to me, but I understand a lot of people use it, and there are other options too. I'm gonna maybe explore. Now, I wouldn't mind just doing one time, maybe talking to another person that wants to do it and using the YouTube app. You can do live with another account, another channel, but you have to pick it first and then know who you're wanting to send the link to or who you're wanting to link up to. Like, you can't, I can't do like when I'm on StreamYard where connection there for a second. It looked like there for a second my thing said we must have because it restarted. Like my timer started over. Now I don't know what that was about. I do know somebody was trying to watch. You've been observing and it's been cutting in and out, it looks like. But let's just see. Maybe you'll come back in. Oh, well, oh, I will rise. Oh, oh, I will rise. But yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what made the stream. It's like it somehow it must have. I didn't know it lost connection, but it said it was reconnecting and it started right back up. But it started counting over again. So, oh, and then if you are watching, whoever's watching, if you're not over on Twitter, maybe you don't like that platform, but if you ever consider coming over there, you can create an account. I'm over there a lot when I'm not doing videos or live streams here, and I'm trying to during the day on I try to upload. I try to share little short, little snippet videos that I make that I don't put on the YouTube channels. So I'm hoping that my presence over there, people know about the channel, but I also know there's a lot of people that just stay on that platform quite a bit, and I want to have different stuff on different places, you know, because I do realize the like now of course if things go to the point where it could justify me paying a monthly fee or something for a certain streaming service that allows me to have more people on, stream to several, YouTube and Rumble and X all at the same time or something, then I would invest in it. But it would have to be, for right now, there's no reason to invest in it, and I can just get used to using the free versions of whatever I'm decided to do on those days that I'm using a streaming service to, The only thing is the free version, you can't, I've checked out a couple of other places other than StreamYard, like Streamlabs and stuff, and it's a lot similar. On the free versions, you're limited on, you can only stream to one platform at a time. So, but that's fine. You know what I mean? Mean Joe Green in between. I'm a little bit of lean in between. I don't know. I'm kind of fat, you know. Matter of fact, yeah, a little bit. Hey, go, 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 bro. I don't know where that came from. You know, Bo and Luke Duke. There might have been someone that puked one day over there. You know what I mean? Wait, you say that too much, Great Cloud. No, I'm just kind of, I'm trying to get comfortable with just talking to you guys and then waiting. I see a few people are trying to watch and everything. I don't know. I'm going to assume the chat's working, but we did lose connection. So, you know, until like, and sometimes people, I also appreciate people that just like to listen and, let me see real quick. I want to, let me get my glasses. I didn't intend originally, I didn't actually intend to come on here and be on here very long, which I really never do when it's like this. But when people start showing up, even if it's just a few people, I feel like it's worth it, you know. Now, of course, I was talking to Lockdown yesterday and said this. I could easily, I could do this probably, if I lit myself, I could be doing this kind of like any time of day as long as I want. But there's times that I have to finally realize, hey, you know, you've been sitting here a long time. But the beauty of this is I'm doing it from the phone, and we can, if I don't want to end the stream, I can just get up, stretch. I can even take the phone like I've done before and walk wherever I got to go, like if it's into the other room, outside or whatever. So we might go outside here in just a little bit. It is nice outside again. If you didn't, I uploaded a little short today, recorded myself walking down the little side road and put a little music to it. Matter of fact, the song I picked out was a song that was playing in my headphones at the time I was walking. Oh, a gospel song. Excuse me there. As the starved Hebrews' first thought is for more food, clothing, shelter, so do you in your first steps in truth seek more and better matter. To the Christ, this thought of getting or achieving never comes. The Christ feeds 5,000, yet has not a thing laid by. It means all needs. It meets all needs through grace. Awesome. That's I'm picking up. I've been meaning to read some of this already, and I pulled it in here and was like, you know, while I'm waiting for people to show up, it's another thing I can do. Be reading a few paragraphs from it. If someone, you know, maybe someone will be interested and maybe they're not. I was going to say, I've been thinking about, well, I'll talk about it in a minute maybe. How do you measure your spiritual progress? By the degree that your concern is not for gain, addition, or multiplication, but rather that your understanding is granted in the realization of omnipresence. As your conviction or confidence grows in the unfolding of good rather than in accretion, I wish I'd read this. Now, I don't really have the ability to look the word up right this second. Rather than in a Christian, then you are coming into living by grace. So I guess a Christian must mean must be something in the sense of what it says before. Yeah, like a spiritual progress, I believe, is probably, for me, when I cease desiring so much. And it's like inevitable. Like yesterday it was like the hardest thing for me to just try to stay focused in the day. And I had a few dollars, but I kept having to tell myself just because you're bored doesn't mean you need to get a ride to the store to go. Even if it's grocery shopping, I didn't really have anything I needed to go do yesterday that had to get done or spend money on. But then yesterday evening, I did go to the store over here and ended up buying a couple different snack things, and I don't regret it though. I mean, but it's a bad habit, and I hope I'm not boring you guys. There was someone I was talking to yesterday. Like I know some people have that. You know, it's like I mentioned this before. Whether I'm spending money on like when I'm not drinking and I'm not spending money on alcohol and I'm doing well, it seems like I have a tendency to find other things to. But sometimes the things I'm spending money on are more beneficial, like food and stuff. So even if sometimes it's not the greatest food, I try to eat. So guys, I don't know. I see people watching. I'm hoping the chat is working, but if y'all, let's see, maybe I. Okay, and if it went down, that was me for a second, so it buffered. I let it do that because I'm hoping if there was anybody trying to, like, for instance, I don't know. There's been times you guys have tried to say something in, but anyway, what I'm getting at is a lot of times that's what I start assuming is if there's more than like one or two people watching and nobody said anything yet, I start thinking there might be a problem with the chat. I guess what I'm saying is if you do see where you can type in something and you feel that it doesn't have to be nothing major, but if you're able to and you say hi or something, we'll see if it shows up. And because that has happened before, so it could be a case of there's been a few different times where I figured out there was something, or I thought maybe something wasn't right, and then I ended, and then sometimes I've ended a stream and someone has came in and commented on another video or something to let me know that they were there and they couldn't talk. I wasn't able to see them chatting. And I know that's pretty boring. I have mentioned that stuff before, but so guys, what I'm getting at is if here in a few more minutes I sense that might be what I need to do is end it, I'll let you know, and then expect me to probably come back on within a 5 minute period of if that's what's happening, because I could technically turn on the hotspot on this phone, but it might interrupt the connection, and then connect the other phone and come into the chat and see for myself if it's working. But in this consciousness, you realize, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine. You can measure your acceptance of the spiritual teaching by the degree of concern that you are losing about personal welfare. You must come to that place in consciousness where you live by grace, where you attain a measure of the Christ and can always find yourself in the same relative condition of harmonious life, regardless of any human changes that take place politically or economically. That brings me to something, even if you're not able to say anything, if the chat's not working, I did want to address one thing, and then if I end this and start back, we'll address it again. But I'm thinking about making a video for Grey Cloud's Thoughts it would work just fine on this channel too. But because Gray Cloud's Thoughts is something that I'm trying to navigate and remember that, hey, sometimes I need to make it a point to make a little bit longer video than just a few shorts and stuff over there. Point being is there's a friend that I've known for a few years. We talk pretty much every day through a text message and stuff, but I was trying to share with them. I was telling them yesterday, like I said this before, I think earlier today on X in a live, but there's somebody that I'm trying, and I want to do, I want to advise people, if you're not already trying to tune out some of the nonsense in the news streams and all that, for me, it's beneficial when I just kind of like, it's inevitable you're going to see certain flashy headlines and things. There is a lot of stuff going on. But if we let that stuff bombard our brain, it can put us in a different place, like where even if I'm not doing a lot during my day, if I'm focusing on too much of what I'm seeing in when I'm scrolling through YouTube and I'm seeing the different videos about whatever said topic is, it can be overwhelming. So I'm just saying, let's try to keep a pause, like keep it flowing. I'm trying to, if I'm on the internet, I'm trying to like watch more entertaining type people. And someone like, I like watching the Off Topic Show. He covers a lot of the new stuff, but he's funny with it and he has a good take on things. So I don't mind getting some of the news from there, and it don't pit, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm trying not to let those things get to me, because in the end, there's so much that's out of any of our control. And ultimately, the best thing I can do is just stay in this now moment as much as humanly possible. This day is all I have, so well, cheers. So, and then I know that my friend yesterday was saying a lot of times he's seeing, if he's watching my videos or even if he catches a live stream, he's a lot of times watching it through the TV. And so it allows you to hit the like button, I think, but maybe he's not able to do a comment or something, I guess. Like to chat, or because it's just streaming through the TV. So, but that's cool. And I didn't even think about that. And of course, there's other people that come in and just, there are a lot of people, because sometimes I'm in the middle of the day here in the U.S. anyway. A lot of people, some people might be at work and they just happen to catch me, but they do a job where they're able to have it on. They might not be able to watch it, but they can hear what we're talking about or what is being discussed. Even if they don't see the chat really a lot, that someone would be able to tell if I'm interacting with someone in a chat. They would know kind of like maybe what we're talking about. So 3 states of consciousness have now been revealed to you. First was spiritual bareness before the advent of truth in your experience. Then the Moses state of your consciousness, in which you enjoyed better health, more supply, greater freedom, although all of it is subject to chance and change, subject to superior human force, subject to loss, discord, depletion. There are no human guarantees. And that's what I was saying. No matter how prepared I think I could be, and of course I wish I was more prepared for some of the days ahead, but it appears that my journey is to just keep walking in the faith. So when said things might take place in the next 5 or 6, 10 years, if I'm alive, I figure I have to trust that wherever I'm at in that moment physically is where I'm supposed to be. And then if I need to get somewhere else safer or whatever when a lot's going down, I'll have to trust what I've always trusted, even if I haven't been doing the best. But when it happens, I'll have no choice but to do what has to, I've been in those situations before in life. Since you're seeking permanent peace, security, and substance, you must find it in spiritual consciousness. You must raise yourself to the third degree in which you find grace, in which you take no thought for the body, food, or raiment. Okay. And you can see my brain is kind of tinkering with some deep thoughts today and stuff. We've been here almost 20 minutes since it restarted. And so I am going to end this for a moment. Now, it might take me a few more minutes to restart a stream. And I don't know yet. Like, I don't know if I'm wanting to do StreamYard today just because, like, well, if it's just me, at any time I can do, well, I don't want to be rude to people. If I use StreamYard and someone comes in, I don't want to get fidgety in the moment and then decide to end it too quick or too soon. Or, you know what I mean? Like, especially if it's the first time someone's coming in. Like, when we do that, I want to be able to know that I'm not going to have any, like, because sometimes I just get a weird feeling of, okay, it's been enough. I've said enough. We've all talked or chatted. But I'm thinking, so what I'm getting at, I won't be sure. You may see me come on and use StreamYard. I'm going to check and see how much I've used it so far into the 20 hours that I am allotted. Anybody can do that. So, like, Meeks Entertainment was asking me, I need to try to send them. Well, really, all they have to do is you look it up, and then you can go in and create an account, and then you're able to use the free service and everything and test it out. So that's how if somebody's interested in trying it, that's just what I'm doing. So let me get out of here for a little bit, for a few minutes, and determine what we're going to do. Because I think I do still have something in me wants to just still be on here streaming. I think there's some people that might want to chat or talk, and if there is a problem with it right now, giving it a second, coming back in, whether I'm through the YouTube app solo or the other. Expect to look for me in the next little bit. And if you're still wanting to check out a stream and hang out for a little bit, okay, guys? Ditto. Love you.